Assalamu alaikum, this is Brother Brisco here. Alhamdulillah, today we're with our brother who lives in Derbyshire. His name is Ahmed Ali. Ahmed Ali recently posted a video on Facebook where, for whatever unfortunate reason, he was removed from the flight while he was due to go to Morocco with his family. Assalamu alaikum, my brother, how are you doing?
Welcome, Islam. How are you, brother?
First of all, I'd like to say thank you for the hospitality. I'm getting comfortable now because he's given us great hospitality, alhamdulillah. And thank you for giving us time to invite us to discuss this situation, what happened. If you'd just like to enlighten us on, briefly what happened.
Me and my wife, we sat down on the plane. Everything's fine. I'm talking to the people sat next to me. She's talking to the people sat next to her. She's having a really good laugh with the lady next to her. They're actually sharing magazines. They were talking for about 15 minutes. Then I was watching a YouTube video. I had my earphones on. Next thing you know, the stewardess taps me on my knee. So I thought, okay, I've got my earphones on, flight mode.
Yeah.
I didn't expect what was going to come. So I took my earphones off, and she goes, you need to leave the plane. First, I just didn't even realise what she said. I was like, you what? She goes, you need to get off the plane. Are you being serious? She goes, yeah, the police are waiting for you outside. I was in shock. I didn't want to create a scene.
Hopefully some of these passengers will see this. So what would you say to the passengers that were sitting there?
I wish I could have told them, or before I left, at least stood up and said to them all that, look, my name's Ahmed. I'm not a terrorist. I've got a beard. I am Muslim, but I'm British. I'm born and bred here. I pay my taxes. I employ people. I look after my community. I help all backgrounds in my community, whether it be Christian. I'll go and help the Christian churches. I feed the people that live there and help them with their night shelters and with food. I've worked with the Sikh temple. I worked with the mosques. I've worked with any organisation that come and help me. And unfortunately now they will be just thinking that this guy is a radical.
Yeah.
And they would, they don't know that obviously the police have cleared me and everything. But we stood up, my wife stood up. The lady who was sat next to my wife, she grabbed her arm and she said to her, don't you dare get off this plane.
Yeah.
You're staying. I said to my wife, I go, look, I've been stopped a lot of times, but nothing like this has ever happened to me. I go, I don't want to create a scene. I go, let's just go. Because she's pregnant as well.
Yeah.
In case they came on and started manhandling
her. Safety as well.
Yeah, safety as well. So went off the plane and they stood there, about 5 of them.
Very quick question.
Yeah.
What was the feeling like when the plane was fully boarded?
Yeah.
And you had to walk off that plane? How did you feel inside? How did it make you feel?
Very angry. Very, very angry. But alhamdulillah, we're Muslim and we control it, and and I'm very glad I did. I really believe they wanted me to lash out.
Yeah.
And that's what they wanted. And they were quite surprised how calm I was and calm. So alhamdulillah, I hope I represented Muslims in a good light with that. But I was very devastated. I didn't really show it too much, but my wife did. When we got out, she was very upset. She actually had a panic attack whilst she was with the police. And that's the only reason they let her go early.
Okay, so when you came out of the plane, so you've come out of the plane, and what happened? How did they address you? What reason did they give you for removing you off this plane?
I actually addressed them.
Okay.
So I got out, I obviously realised that, look, why have you taken me off the plane? And they didn't say anything about Section 7, they didn't say anything. They go, well, we've had a phone call, and we've been told to remove you from the plane. I go, what for? I go, what have I done? They didn't comment. They go, we've just been told to take you off the plane. I go, but there's got to be a reason for you taking me off the plane. Fair enough, you've asked me to come off the plane, but tell me why. They go, look, come with us and we'll discuss it. So obviously follow them through. As we're following them through, they've mentioned Section 7 now.
Okay. Schedule 7 under the Terrorism Act, they can examine and question a person for up to 6 hours without arrest, strip search a person and search their belongings and vehicle, take and retain samples of DNA fingerprints regardless of outcome, and finally confiscate person's belongings up to 7 days for further examination.
I made it very clear to him. I go, I will not be answering any questions for you. He said, you have to. I go, no. I go, I'm telling you now. I go, I'm not going to say a word. Then I explained to them that, look, over the past 2 to 3 years, I've been stopped nearly 20 times.
Wow, 20 times.
Yeah. And I know everything, because I need to explain it to you. I go, you don't need to. I go, I know it. I've got memorised it. You know, I go, this is why. I explained to them, look, this is why I'm not going to answer any questions. 20 times. Only 3 weeks ago I came back from Saudi with my mum, and you stopped me for 2 hours. Now why do you need to stop me? And if you needed to stop me, why didn't you stop me before? Why didn't you come to my house? But now you've took me off my flight.
You missed your flight as well.
Missed my flight with my pregnant wife. I go, no way. I go, the last time I promised myself when I was with my mum and you put my mum through that, I said, I'm not going to allow you to do it again.
What has kind of upset me, you know, and why I've come to see this brother is because you're a Muslim or because you look a certain way, it's not fair that you be treated or discriminated for your faith. You know, we class ourselves as British Muslims. You know, we love our country. We live here. We've grown up here. We went to school here. We've learnt a lot from this country.
Shocked. To be honest with you, I'm shocked how many non-Muslims have come forward and expressed their grievance. So the British public are behind us, and we know it's not the British public. And they've been sending her good, and she's obviously that's made her a little bit happier.
I've got to say one thing: the British public are amazing. I mean,